Oh, hello.
Yeah!
Hello. We are here.
Yeah, baby.
Woo! Feel that?
Yeah.
Hell to the yeah.
Well,
Episode
here I
24.
am.
24.
Gosh, so...
Do you remember when we
So
first
far.
started this shindig?
Oh, gosh. It's been a good long while, I'll tell you that much.
I kind of literally see myself as a big star.
Since March. But it still feels
Well,
like
this new run is
the
new.
new run, yeah.
And we've been doing this for a long time. And I want to say right at the top of the show, as we're getting started, welcome. There's been a lot of new people coming and checking out the show. That's absolutely
Oh
amazing.
my God, I know. I feel
It's wonderful.
It's crazy. What's the second last episode we did got like 3K?
Yeah, and then the last one has about 600 views as we're filming. Now, I want you guys to know that's not really usual for us. We're usually
That's the most
in the
we've ever
50s.
gotten. I don't think we've ever gotten that. So it's nice. So
We're
thank
used
you.
to like 50 to 100 views per episode, so we're getting a little bit of traction,
Yeah.
a little bit of attention, and we just wanted to
No, we
say hello
appreciate
to
it.
everyone who's new and ask for a little bit of grace, if possible. We're still finding our footing. We're still getting there, figuring out all the buttons, the inputs, the sounds, just wanting to make a great show for you guys. But so far it's going well, so let's keep riding that train and having a good time. Don't you say, my good friend?
Well, I am having a good time, so I really do.
I hope so.
Appreciate being here with you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, pal.
Thanks for having me.
Now,
Is all I've got to say.
thank you. I would like to, if you'll allow me to just do
Please.
something just quickly.
You know what
Alright,
I'm
that's
talking
beautiful.
about?
Well, I thought that to start off with, sorry, we got a new.
Yeah, we should say that as well. So we also got a new.
Do you want to do? We'll show.
I mean, my
we'll show
God,
it to the
I feel
people.
like everything's new.
I know.
It's a new switcher. It's a new.
It's a new day.
everything. Yeah, it's a new day. It's a new dawn.
So,
It's very technical.
there's a lot of tech going into this. But for those curious, over here we have the Handycam that can show us the new piece of tech we are currently working with. This is the Rodecaster Video. And we've still got the soundboard
So
going.
this is now more in front of me. So
Yeah.
I have this whole thing here, down here. Amazing.
And
Incredible.
it's a fantastic piece of tech, folks. And, hopefully it's going to allow us to really keep the show from falling apart and, keep it watchable for you guys.
Well, again,
so that we
yeah,
can
so-
continue to just have a fun time.
Well, this is the first time we're using said gear, so it's if there's a little bit of a little bit of teething problems, that's why.
Best way to describe it, exactly.
I hope
yeah.
that's okay, everybody. But yeah, we're doing our best over here in this shindig.
Thank you, folks.
No worries. Thank you for putting all this effort in. I do really appreciate it, D.
Absolutely. I love to help out the show. I love to do what we can to have a good freaking time. My good buddy.
I am having a good freaking time.
Oh, whoops. That's not what we're supposed to be looking like. Here we are, folks.
Back to it. Hey.
Perfect example of some of the technical, things that we struggle
Well,
with.
that's
every
why
day.
we say at the top, because it's nice to see all the growing.
Yeah, it's like transitioning in and out of the graphics, everything. It's just, we're just figuring it out, but we're getting there.
Woo! Feel that?
I do feel that, Joe.
Heck yeah, baby. Well, I think it would only be appropriate for us to jump right in to the start of the show, get the people what they want,
Let's just jump straight into
and
it.
give them a bit of fun.
Yes.
I thought you could sort of set this up because you really put this on the run sheet. You kind of pushed us talking about it. So go ahead.
Well, I saw this video. It made me laugh, Dan.
Yeah, that's a good argument.
I'm a sucker for a smile. Okay. I
know you are, my good friend.
I fucking grew up listening to this album that's turning 20 in like a couple of days. It's called Back to Bedlam by Mr. James Blunt. So the album's turning 20. I'm actually seeing him in November, which is really exciting.
Amazing.
First time I'm actually seeing him. I
Yeah,
love going
of
to
course.
gigs and stuff. It's like kind of my thing. So this record's turning 20, which is nuts. Kind of shows my age a little bit. But he posted this promo video. So he's re-releasing it with some. I think it's like some demo tracks and stuff. I'm actually going to get the vinyl for Christmas because I love this album. I think it's the first time it ever is on vinyl.
Right.
But
I
he
see.
released, I don't know if I should say or if you should watch it, but basically, there's a chance that he's changing his name legally, which I think's funny. And as much as I don't want it to happen, I think it could be actually kind of interesting if it does.
Okay.
So-
Okay. Well, I'm quite interested in what he has to say for himself here. So I think without further ado, we can let old James speak for
Mr.
himself.
Blunt speak for himself.
Yeah.
My name is James Blunt, and you have the power to absolutely fuck my life. I know you've heard the rumors, and they're true. I'm re-releasing my debut album, Back to Bedlam, on October the 11th. It's something that has kept me consistently rich for the past 20 years.
Right. So that's possibly provided by, our good friend Conor over here.
Well, come on, it's a great first album. I don't know how to
Right,
explain
okay,
it. There's
yeah.
just a few albums that I just like my dad would play constantly. And this is just one
Familiar.
of those. This is just one of those that he would play like all the time. So I'm excited for the re-release. I'm copping it on vinyl. I'm excited. I probably have kept James Blunt consistently rich for the last 20 years, okay?
So
I'm happy to admit it.
has this record been re-released?
Nah, it's out on
before?
the 11th, so it'll be
No,
4
I mean,
days.
has this happened before though? This is the first time in its run.
It's the first time in its run, baby.
Okay. Well,
It's a great. It's the album that has "You're Beautiful" off it, so you'd know.
I mean, yeah, that is a
Wise
classic.
Man, You're Beautiful.
Yeah.
There's tons.
They've
of
never
tracks
had to
on there.
reprint it because it's just
No, it's a hit.
it's been selling since they released
He's
the
a
damn
pop
thing.
star, baby. He's a pop star.
All right, let's see what else he has to say.
So as a way to give back to you, my adoring public, if Back to Bedlam re-enters the charts at number 1, I will legally change my name.
Do you think
What will I
this is
change
true?
it to? Well, that's entirely up to you.
Me?
No. I've been called many things in my life. Most hated man in pop, annoying, James Beige,
James Conor.
rude.
Do you think this is real? Do you think he actually will do this?
He's kind of it's hard for troll, but it could be real. I don't know.
This is like some like YouTuber shit. I feel like.
yeah.
Like,
This is a big time troll. Let me make him a little bigger on the wide. Here we go, folks. We'll get more of James into our lives. Amazing.
The man who's legally changing his name.
Does he say what? What to? Let's see.
No.
I'll let the people decide. But if it doesn't go to number 1, I'm not changing my name. It's safe to say this is the most important democratic moment of the year.
Oh God. Okay.
Right. So,
Thank you, James.
do you think this is legit? Like, do you actually reckon this could happen? Or I don't know.
Do you mean? Do I think it could go? His album could go to number 1?
Just think about it. If it actually does happen, like, how do you do like promo anymore? You'll forever the
I
artists
guess-
who changed their name
For an album?
for an album. I don't know. I thought it was funny.
Hey, he loves the fans, man. He's gonna give the fans what they want.
I don't think an album like people really hate James Blunt. Like, do you know
Yeah.
this? Like the people hate
Oh
him.
yeah.
They really
But
hate
isn't
him.
some of that a meme though? Do
I
people
think-
really hate him that much?
People hate like all pop stars. You can't be a
Yeah,
pop star without
okay.
getting hate, all right?
Yeah,
But he
okay.
specifically, I think, gets a lot of shit.
Oh,
so I
God.
could see trolls. I mean, look, it will make that's the thing, like it will make him so much richer if it goes to number 1. But it could, as he says, fuck my life up. So this is a thing that I'm gonna be following. And it's exciting in a sense. Like I could just
I like the idea of him just giving it over to the fans. Putting his life in their hands.
that's the thing. It's like I think so. Yeah, we get to pick. I guess it could be like a vote of what.
At this point, he's such a
takes
meme. It
over.
makes sense for him to do that. Like, what else is he gonna do realistically?
I don't know. That's the thing. It kind of
Amazing.
Yeah. I love James Blunt's music, but like
Wow.
it's one of those artists that you're a little bit embarrassed to admit you listen to.
Yeah.
I mean that in the nicest way. I love Doctor Who, and I get embarrassed to say that
I'm a fan
I'm a fan
of the Blue Box show.
Doctor Who.
Yeah, the guy wearing a shirt of it right now. There's some artists and some things that are just like I'm just a little bit embarrassed to admit. I'm a little bit embarrassed to admit that I'm going to a James Blunt concert, but I like his music. I really love that album. I'm copping the 20th anniversary edition, and I'm looking forward to streaming all the demos. He's dropped like 2 demos so far, and I'd be lying if I said I haven't checked them out. So
You made me a believer.
believer. Oh, Imagine Drag. Are they pop stars or are they rock stars?
Rock.
Can
Almost.
you count?
Almost like, but close to Christian rock. As close to Christian rock as you can get without being Christian rock.
like I love Coldplay, but when people call Coldplay a rock band, I get a little queasy.
Pop
I'm
rock?
like, yeah, pop rock makes more sense.
Called gay pop.
It's called gay pop.
Yeah, that's appropriate. Yeah.
But yeah, I thought this would be funny to bring in because if anything happens, I'll let you know. I guess it means if it goes to number 1 in like the British charts, which I guess it could happen.
It could. People love. I mean, that's the funny thing. I guess people hate on James Blunt, but they love his music and they love to listen to his.
But
old
it's so
music.
mean though. Why do people hate him so much?
I think
what did he
that's
do?
like I said. I think some of it's a meme, but I don't know. Maybe there's something darker.
He was in the Navy or the Army. Like he served.
Show some respect to my boy James.
He served your country, Dan. How do you feel now?
I should be ashamed of myself. Sorry,
The poor man's
Sorry,
just
James.
out here trying to make music.
James. I apologize to you, and if you win, if the fans win,
I suppose it is a
and
win
the
in a
song
way.
goes to number 1, I would be honored if you change your name to Dan. That would be
Change it to Dan Aid. Change it to that.
Thank you, Dan.
Your name.
Thank you,
to my
Dan.
name.
It might win. Honestly, that's probably what would happen.
That'd be great SEO. For
Some
me.
bloke probably would just be like, "Oh, change it to my name," and it gets the
Yeah.
most likes, and that would be it.
That's pretty hilarious. I do like.
I
that.
just thought it was a funny meme to bring to the show. So
Or he should change his name to like Liam Gallagher or something.
that's the thing. There's so many possibilities, and I feel like
Anything could happen.
the biggest meme is gonna win, and I
Right.
think that could be quite funny.
Okay, I see that. I
And
see that.
It's a great marketing ploy to get people to repurchase an album they probably owned for 20 years. But again, first time on vinyl. That's why I'm getting it.
Okay, true.
And
true.
I genuinely do really like the album, so I was gonna get it anyway before this came out. So yeah, it's a great album. Back to Bedlam. My dad would
became
play
a
it all the time.
meme.
It became a meme. Anything could happen, and that's the crazy thing.
Yeah. And, I mean, it's kind of funny in culture. There's been a lot of cycles of nostalgia and stuff. I mean, damn, every year we get Mariah Carey over and over. It's like,
Oh my god.
who knows? Maybe the folks are nostalgic for James Blunt's pop, musical
I
heights.
am, Dan. I'm not lying to you. I generally am.
Well, yeah, we know one person is very excited.
My
I think-
titties began to tingle.
He did, to give him credit, the concert I'm going to in November, it's sold out. Mm-hmm. That's not easy.
A Blunt event.
Smoking a blunt at James
Let
Blunt.
let me be blunt, James.
About what, Dan?
Turn of phrase, really. You're beautiful, James. How about that? You're beautiful. Huh?
It's hard. It's hard.
Take
being,
that,
It's hard
James.
being a star. You're just getting ridiculed all the time.
I kind of literally see myself as a big star.
See, it's like we're talking about Katy Perry last week, and she's getting all this shit for just being her damn self.
Yeah, where's the hate for these artists coming from?
Why
Okay.
is it? You can't. I'm telling you, you can't be a pop star without getting some like real shit.
Okay,
and
no,
some
you're
real
right.
hate.
I mean, there's a lot of that where pop stars just get hate for the sake of it because they're doing their thing and they're just, people love to be haters. And
because how
maybe
popular.
we sometimes can be haters a little bit.
I'm not a hater. I'm going to see him in concert and buying the album. So
I mean, in general, of anything,
yeah,
But I don't think we ever go too hard or unnecessarily hard. And I will say, like, what is the deal with, people messaging?
what's the deal with?
What's the deal with, when people message like online people directly? What is going on there? Like,
Yeah, it's some of the most rancid things.
just don't be so online. Like, just if you want to criticize someone, do it in public. You don't have to harass them in the DMs. No, but I'm serious.
run
Like,
up to him in pub and be like, I hate your
No,
music
I
so
mean,
much.
you're allowed to
Every
post
time
about
it
it.
goes on the radio, I turn that station off.
You can post about it like on social media. I think that's fine because you're expressing yourself. But
Freedom
I
of
think
speech.
messaging him or sending him letters or, obviously the modern version of that is just like barraging the DMs. Don't do that, folks. It's not cool,
Poor
in my
James.
opinion. Yeah, we gotta,
He has somehow remained like,
we gotta protect our pop stars, guys.
yeah, good on him. He's remained like relevant, I suppose. I mean, he's always doing tours.
That's not
and
easy,
stuff, Yeah, it's not easy. It's really not. So
he's got that music kind of like Dido or Enya where it's like you can put it on when you need it. you know.
I think he literally said it's like I learned very quickly that emotional music is just like a really good way to get people to listen. Like it just like, oh, you're feeling sad, let me chuck on like a
What a blunt way to
goodbye,
put it.
my lover, goodbye, my friend. You know, it's like, oh, that will scratch my emotional itch. Let me just chuck on some James Blunt. Either way.
Some Jimmy B.
Some Jimmy B, yeah. Well, I'm excited.
Well, thank you.
The hater ass Dan over here.
I'm here for it, but thank you, James. You've done. Yeah. I'll give you the trumpet applause. Well done, James. I mean, he's brought. Thank you. He's brought entertainment to the masses for so long. He deserves a break here or there. Give the guy a break. My God.
Give him a break and make him change his name.
The kids will love it. The kids do love James Blunt. He's big. He's big with all.
I did, and I turned out okay.
Yeah. Yeah, clearly.
I'm trying to hang on this so you can do your thing. That's what you told me to do before. Oh, you did it. Oh, yay. Well done.
What's the problem?
You said hang on the slide so I can take it off.
Oh, at the end.
I'm sorry.
Oh, that's perfect.
Was I doing it too long? I didn't know if you were waiting for me.
I didn't know if we were ready to
sorry, folks.
get this goddamn blunt man out of here.
By the way, do you like I'm not a huge fan of this, but I fucking got rid of my beard. And it's just back to Tash Town for me, baby.
I see.
What do you think?
Well, I had thought about getting rid of everything here. If you can see, there's like a tiny little bit of fuzz.
Peach fuzz on my face.
And like I kept the tash a bit, but what I figured is I'm gonna keep a little bit of fuzz so it de-emphasizes the tash. And then when November rolls around, I'll shave off the fuzz. Bang! It's gonna look like I've got the stash. It's gonna be more defined. You know what I'm saying?
I've been like, it's my own fault. I've been using this like razor recently that it's kind of had its day, and I went to use it. I didn't mean to take it all off, and it's just because it's just a bit knackered, and it went. I went to go to a 6.5.
Oh no!
And I went and it went all the way down to the skin, and I was like, great, that's done. It's just me. It's me being lazy. I'm not buying a new razor, is what it is. So I deserve it, folks.
You
I just don't like it.
you ever find yourself relying on an unreliable razor? Mm-hmm. Well, good to hear that, pal. Our next sponsor can help. Nah, just a little gag.
I get the bit.
No sponsor at all. It's
literally. Never.
We keep it
from. You say that it's from the horse's mouth.
Yeah, no sponsors.
Not once.
I say nay.
Not twice.
Yeah,
but never.
Nay.
Wow.
Thank you.
It's a bold claim.
It is a legitimate claim. No sponsors. No sponsors. I say it.
The audience
now,
are getting restless. Not now. Not ever. I respect you for it.
Well, thank you.
Well, I guess I have to respect myself for doing it as well. Because
yeah. I got no choice, do you?
No, I agree with your. I actually do. For this show, at least, I agree with.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens on 50%. That's the 50%.2 podcast.
Doctor Who.
Little plug.
Brilliant, fantastic plug.
In Coochie Gatwa.
Thank you.
Look at you go. So smooth.
You got to sneak in a little plug here and there. You know?
Did you want to slip right into this mayoral flub?
I'd love to. So, I gotta tell you about this video.
Well, first I'm gonna say this.
Yes.
And I am absolutely not transitioned into using this sound at all very well. But I wanted to play this at the start of the show. But the truth is,
For the next 2 hours, your ass is mine!
Thank you.
I don't know why you couldn't just get the original one that's not got the. I know what you've done. You've taken it from the trailer. That's a real sound that's really from a concert.
Okay.
You really aren't a pop fan, are you?
God damn it.
These pop stars are. I'll explain when we get there.
Okay. Sorry for derailing that little segment. But, go ahead.
Stop horsing around.
Yeah, sorry for horsing around.
I've known about this clip for a very long time, but I guess I'm slowly bringing in the classics to the pod.
Okay.
And this has been out for ages. You can hear it.
call.
She's literally talking about COVID-19 in it. She's talking
Of course.
about cases. And I think it's real. I've been fooled in the past, but I think it's real.
The video is right here.
It's a good old classic. You
I
must have seen this before.
Yeah. Well, I had a little look as well when we loaded it up, but it does feel pretty authentic to me. I don't, I see no.
Reason for this to be fake.
Yeah, it's very like small town mayor
Just a small town girl.
fucks up, in kind of a goofy ass way, but
Living in a lonely world.
so beautiful. Look
Thank
at that.
you.
Well, it's
I'm on
pretty
my own journey.
it's pretty short and sweet, but let's let this mayor
Yeah.
let's let her I
Let
don't
her-
even know what their gender is, but let's let them cook.
We're getting a slight increase in the number of doses that we'll be getting to the state.
Okay. Do you think it's maybe like someone added an extra loud belch? Because this is like, I have it here. What
That does sound a little like soundbitey, I guess.
a bit too soundbitey. But I love
okay.
this clip.
Interesting observation.
Nonetheless, this
Great clip though.
I love this lady, and God bless her.
What I can suspect is, she's just got such a hoarse voice.
Do you hear her talking about? Do you hear her talking about COVID?
What she's saying in this
Yeah, she's
clip?
like, we got a slight increase of cases.
Well, let's see.
We're getting a slight increase in the number of doses that we'll be getting to the state.
We have a slight increase. I love that, like
Slight increase.
a slight increase.
My goodness. Yeah, the burp in there is crazy. I wonder if it is fake, maybe she went to do like a, like
exactly,
that,
and then someone edited around it.
so it sounded louder, but
There was this video that went around.
still a great clip.
It is a beautiful clip. I don't know why it randomly just came to my head at work the other day, and I was like, oh, that'd be funny to bring in the pod, because I know it's a bit of a slowish news week.
Right.
So I'm bringing in the James Blunts and the Burp and Mayers.
Let's give it one more go.
We're getting a slight increase in the number of doses that we'll
That's
be
a
getting to the
hell of a
state.
face though. I mean, the face
Well,
that
do you know-
she makes is pretty
yeah,
wild.
There was this TikTok video
Amazing.
that went viral where a man, in like supermarkets, you can take off like the telephones and talk through the comms. Some guy didn't put up to his ass and he let rip. But it was the most like fake,
Jesus.
like it's kind of similar to this, like,
I see.
but it went super viral because everyone thought it was real.
Yeah.
And it was fake. So I don't know if someone has, like, he probably
Duped the internet again.
did do it and it just wasn't loud enough and added a sound effect. This could be similar.
We've all been there.
Or exactly, we have all been there, and maybe they just did it with this, which is like
Okay.
super interesting.
Either way, it brought us some entertainment. So,
she's the best. I love her,
yeah, as usual, we'll give her
and I've never seen her again.
the amazing
in the
applause
news.
she deserves. Maybe that's for the best.
It's like the 10 seconds of fame.
Well, when you see a politician in the news, it's like it's either for like corruption or they've been arrested. It's good.
Not her,
Good for something, nice and wholesome. Just a burp.
just a burp.
Jokes, folks, just jokes.
Burps joke.
She just seems like a cool person. I don't know why. I just get good vibes from her. Like she's just like a good.
She
lass.
handled it really well. She moved on really well. Like,
But that gives me the impression that it's not real.
We're getting a slight increase
To
in
be
the
fair, she does make it interesting. Yeah, she does do the face. Like, she does,
oh
like...
god,
I know-
she's a queen. She handles it well.
Some people do have, like, very large, like, burps.
Yes, that's
Like,
true.
some people do
That's
have,
true.
like...
and sometimes it can be involuntary.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm not trying to
like,
laugh, but
no,
it can
no,
be.
no, seriously, I generally think that's a thing. So, like, it could be something like that, or maybe not. I don't know, but... Yeah, see, that clip, I'm still unsure if that's real.
You love to question bodily functions. How.
Because they're so, I'll tell you why, because they're so easy to fake on a video. Because it's like, I mean, like...
That is true. That's
farts
true.
and burps have been sound bites on radio shows for as long as man could walk. Okay.
Correct. Yeah.
So
Assuming there were radio stations around back then. But
well, how else would? Do you think cavemen would like shout?
at the campfire, you know,
Yeah, exactly. They'd shout into like a shell or something.
Yeah.
and,
Okay.
Like magnify the sound and.
Right.
I don't know where I'm going with this. I'm just saying exactly. See,
Yeah. Thank you. No, that was a great way.
those sounds were edited in. It wasn't real. It didn't happen. Is what I'm trying to say.
It's all an illusion.
It was.
Well done, Mayor.
No, no one knows her name.
Christ.
This isn't a new clip, by the way. I don't know if I said that. But it wasn't even new.
That's okay.
It was just an
I
old
don't
clip.
mind. I ain't mad. You know, I'm chill. We're all good, pal.
Oh, thank you.
My good friend.
I didn't think we were, but thank you. Thank you, Dan.
Thank you.
Thank you for
hitting me
having
with the lol, my good friend.
Thank you for having the patience to deal with my ass.
If I didn't, who would?
Okay, I'm gonna take that. I guess I'll take that with a grain of salt. Am I not the easiest guy to be?
Yeah.
Am I the?
See, It's like
lol.
your reaction to that is to drive away the one person who's left by criticizing them for being with you.
The one person left.
Sorry, I don't know why I said it like that. That was a crazy way to say what I was trying to say.
What is going on? This is just a constant.
I'm so sorry. I don't know why I worded it that way.
What's with the friendly fire?
That was a unnecessary and outrageous way to word that. So I apologize.
I'd like to think there's more than one person in my life.
Jokes, folks, just jokes.
Yeah, I know, Joe.
It's
Well, thank
it's
God
for
I watched
effect.
the Joe Rogan comedy special, which taught me that when someone does insult you, it's just a joke.
Right? Yeah. He's taught us well. You know, he's taught us a lot.
That's why I'll always be so grateful for Joe Rogan and his comedy.
So do you?
That's all I have to say about that.
Okay. Well, thank you, Joe, and we love it. Do you want to get into this Robbie Williams monkey situation?
I knew about this for 2 years.
Okay, Connor's excited because
as I kept saying to you. I knew he was a monkey before anyone else did.
Yeah, Connor's been up on it.
Monkey. Oh, we should have got a monkey sound effect. Fuck's sake! I meant to say.
What?
I meant to say.
Oh yeah.
I wanted to get the monkey from SpongeBob.
Yeah.
Shit. Oh well.
Well, you know.
I think this is just a teaser trailer, so there'll probably be more.
Sorry about that, folks. I was just getting us all ready, set up.
Just jokes, folks. Just jokes.
This is a minute.
Is it a teaser trailer or is it the main trailer?
I don't know.
I know what you're thinking.
Oh, so I isolated the vocals. I don't think there's any copyrighted music, but as I was doing it,
do you check before?
As I was doing
try
it,
and get away with it.
As I was doing it, I was like, you know what? It kind of sounds better, isolated. So we're gonna watch it that way.
That's a bit rude.
Well, doing a comedy show here, folks.
I don't know. What was that supposed to be?
What's with the monkey? I'm Robbie Williams.
Hell's gone and heaven's here.
So in this, these photos, is that just for the trailer, or are they going to show that in the movie?
I don't know. I haven't fucking seen it.
Oh, I'm just
It's not out yet.
canonically. What does
I wasn't at.
does these images of Robbie exist canonically in this movie?
I don't know.
Okay.
I wasn't at TIFF.
Sorry. Okay. My
I'm one of the
TIFF
biggest
Film
pop
Festival.
stars in the world.
There's nothing left for you to feel.
But I've always seen myself a little less evolved.
Now scream.
Because he's a monkey.
So was this the pitch? So you know about this movie. So was the pitch, we're going to do a pop star, but he's a monkey type of thing?
Well,
I'm just trying to understand what the fuck is going on.
Here's the thing. I've known about this shit for like 2 years now.
Right.
So it was so fucking hilarious to see everyone's reaction to it.
Yeah,
on,
of course.
I think Thursday it
Of
dropped.
course.
Yeah, it was always going to be like this, and they kept denying it.
Yeah.
But when they were filming, there was always a guy in a mocap suit. So that was a bit of a dead giveaway. But it's just funny. I guess they couldn't legally say it because every time someone would get art, like the director would get art. It's the director of The Greatest Showman. Have you ever seen that?
Greatest
I've never
Showman?
seen it. Yeah,
I've seen that. Yeah, with Huey Jackman.
yeah, Huey Jackman and Zendaya and
Zac Efron.
Yeah,
A
so
good
that's
boy.
the,
A good Aussie boy now.
a good Aussie boy. Yeah, so I think it was always
So, okay, but then is Robbie still doing the voice as well?
No, I think he's
Narrating it or something?
right. So what I've heard is that when they were discussed, this is just what I've heard. Okay,
Okay.
when
Literally
they,
hearsay, folks.
what Dan said. From what I've heard, they recorded their conversations about like. I guess he sat down with the director and was like, "Oh, this is my life, blah blah blah." And I think they took some of the stuff that was said in that time and put it in the movie. I'm only going off what I've heard people say at TIFF.
Right.
Now, I'll be honest, I was like super curious to see how they would do this.
Yeah.
And to give it credit, I have heard some fucking good things about it.
Of people who've seen it, the previews, you mean?
Well, it was that, do you know TIFF?
The Toronto Film Festival. Yeah.
So they played there.
Uh-huh.
And to give it credit, apparently it's pretty good. And I'm excited, okay?
All right.
I know it's kind of unorthodox,
It
but
seems,
I'm kind of keen.
It's giving me like
Can't deny it.
Yesterday vibes where it's like, you know how that was like a movie about the Beatles but not really about the Beatles? Is that kind of similar to this? It's like about Robbie Williams, but it's not directly about Robbie Williams. If that
It
makes
is,
sense.
it's just he's a monkey.
What? But what does that mean?
Well,
Is parents human beings?
yeah, everyone's human. No one acknowledges it. By
So
the way.
then how? Why? How is he a monkey? I don't.
Right, so
But does anything monkey happen? Like, does he
I have heard this
maul
is just
someone like a wild animal?
No. I have this is something I did hear. I read a comment. It was like, I saw this movie at TIFF and I couldn't stop laughing when apparently he does a line of cocaine and says, "I'm going bananas tonight."
No!
Yeah.
No! Oh, Jesus Christ.
So
going dotty?
basically, yeah. So it's like,
Wow.
so no. To be fair, well, he has a song called "Me and My Monkey,"
Well, there's been some sort of mix-up.
and I guess he said that when he was getting dragged on stage, they treated him like some kind of animal.
His inner monkey is finally...
It's supposed to be like, I was an animal and I got... I don't know. Why am I fucking pitching this to you? Okay?
You don't have to pitch it to me.
You're asking the questions, I'm answering it. Well, I guess, I'm not here to defend it, but it's like, at least it's a bit like fucking different.
I'm not here to
suppose.
hate on it. I just find it so interesting.
Well,
But
it gives people talking.
yeah.
There's no such thing as bad press.
And look, that monkey do be looking intense up there. I'd see that show.
It's certainly an interesting concept.
Yeah, Greatest Showman, fire on the stage. So that monkey's gonna court a human woman. I'm assuming.
I know. I assume they're going to show like sex scenes. It's rated. It's rated R.
Are they gonna show his monkey penis?
I haven't seen it. I don't know the answers to these questions. I've just heard it can be really
So they're gonna make the monkey do drugs for sure. That's like
yeah, well, yeah.
I don't even know what was going on there.
To be fair, go back.
Whatever it...
That's something that we're trying to do our best with, folks.
Oh, we can't go back?
No, we can.
That, to
This
be fair,
shot here?
yeah, I'll give you, that
Okay.
looks fucking good, to be fair.
Okay.
Like the effects, actually.
Yeah.
Because I was super curious to see how the effects would look. I think it looks good.
No complaints on the effects side of things, frankly.
It's an interesting concept.
I'm more stuck on the logic of a monkey being a pop star.
I think
Excuse me, a rock star.
I think that is what everyone's asking.
Fantastic.
You've got to risk it all, whatever it takes.
Whatever it takes.
So is there like a heist in this movie? Like what happens?
No, I think that's discussing like his career.
I see. How to go bigger and better. Yeah. Okay.
Right.
Okay.
It's interesting. I'll give you that. Right. So my parents were at this concert.
What's with the monkey?
My parents were at this concert. That's
The
about to
next
come up.
2 hours, your house is mine.
Right. So that he actually said that. I don't know why. I'm just. You got the.
I got the monkey version.
You got no. That's actually.
No,
the
I know. I'm saying
soundbite from
I
the
got the
concert.
monkey version.
So you
For the
got the
next
story.
2 hours, your house is mine.
My parents are in that crowd.
Wow.
Fun fact.
Too bad they're not monkeys.
No. No one else is a monkey in the film. It's just him.
Not even your parents.
Not even my parents. They went.
That's surprising knowing you.
What's with the hostility today?
Sorry.
What the fuck?
Sorry, I'm not.
It's
I'm
a
not,
Monday
The
night.
roast of Conor.
Monday night. I ain't got time for this bullshit.
I don't know. I'm trying
okay?
I'm trying to
What
be
is
funny
with
here,
this?
folks.
Yeah, thanks. Do you get
Right.
it? The song?
Yeah, better.
be fucking famous.
Yeah.
up, you tits. Oh, fuck off, Glenn.
Okay, that's
interesting,
funny.
like-
And your dad's name is Glenn.
Yeah. And my dad notoriously hates Robbie Williams, even though he's seen him like 3 times.
If Robbie Williams was your dad's neighbor, that shit would be.
Maybe they were.
Maybe that's what it's based on. Yeah.
So yeah,
Wow.
thoughts?
It looks interesting. Like I'm
It does look interesting.
certainly interested in seeing it. I'm not against seeing it. You know, I'm
It's
curious.
an interesting choice. I'll give
I'm
you
not
that.
turned off by a monkey man as the main character.
I
It's just
wonder
a
if
bit
they'll-
silly. That's all.
I wonder if they'll ever like. I wonder if they'll explain it more than they did in the trailer, other than just like I've always seen myself as like a bit of an animal. Probably not.
I feel like if he believes in the concept that much, then it's probably just gonna go with that. You know.
I was seriously like, what the fuck? But to be fair, I was really curious to see what people thought,
What's with the monkey?
and people seem to enjoy it. So,
Okay.
I guess that these like film, a lot of these probably people who went in to go see it probably don't even know, because I know people don't know who he is in America.
Yeah.
So
He's
he
not
never-
as big of a pop
Yeah,
star.
he never broke America. So all these people are like, who?
And they're probably pushing it as an American movie, I guess. I mean, so maybe it's like for the American audiences, it'll be like a fictional movie that's just about a British pop star who's a monkey. You know.
Maybe. They're like, this never happened.
I know what you're
Anyway.
thinking.
Oh Christ!
I'm interested.
I'm Robbie Williams.
Well, have you heard about the Pharrell Williams Lego?
The Lego
movie?
Pharrell movie, yeah. I guess that's a bit of the trend is that it's like it's boring to do a normal
Now it is.
biopic.
I feel like.
now it's boring because it's been done before.
Were they ever interesting? I know Rocket Man.
yeah, I guess so.
Rocket Man was really good, but I haven't seen another one. I know that Amy Winehouse one came out. Apparently that sucked, and it was really badly handled.
It's a high risk too because if you fuck it up, then that's really bad for the brand. You know.
Well, I think the best thing to do is to do it when the artist is still alive, like Elton John. Fact check
Robbie
stuff
Williams.
in the. He is still alive.
yeah.
And Elton John's still alive. Amy Winehouse isn't alive. Freddie Mercury's dead.
I doubt that.
Bob Marley. Remember that Bob Marley one came out and like no one spoke about it.
Oh yeah.
So I guess it's in a way it gets people talking. Whether that means it does well or
He's
If
talking good or bad. Who knows.
well, I guess there's no such thing as bad publicity. I'm kind
Tell
of
that
keen to
to
see
Joker Folie do.
a folie de. Hey, I reckon I haven't seen that shit yet,
Or
and I
Morbius.
reckon I'm gonna go out that theater being like, I don't give a fuck. I love that film.
Let's stop advertising this fucking.
Folie de.
Thank you, Joker.
Folie de.
Are you French now?
Folie de. Joker. You know what it means? You know what it means?
Is this for Robbie?
It's for fucking everything.
Just for us, just keep us going. Yeah.
You know, it means like a conjoined, like a shared insanity. Is that what we do on this show?
Oh, I see.
Is this a folie à deux?
That is a great question.
I think that's what Grace said.
Yeah, okay.
It's Grace Randolph.
I
who
kind of
said,
like the poetry of that.
What, that it's a shared madness?
Yeah, you and me
Well, you know Harley Quinn, right?
going crazy together. Which one of us is which?
Who sings more? You like singing. You're Harley Quinn.
Does that make me Harley?
You know what I'm talking about?
Okay.
Sorry, man. I mean, you sing heaps.
Well, there's only one thing we can do with that information.
And there's only one thing I can do.
And that's...
Add this bar crowd and add this music that I can't find, which is great.
amazing.
Oh! Is that the one that's copyrighted?
No, they're all good. But we got to
Amazing.
play the dang...
Play
intro.
the dang sting.
play it, god dang it.
Why isn't the sting playing, honey?
It's going to play up on here. We're getting used to the buttons.
I'm still learning all the buttons.
Yeah, that's how it be.
In Springfield.
Anyone ready for a good old beer of the week? Heck yeah.
Oh, I just love the non-lag, baby.
Ah, yeah.
I'm your man.
That's right, folks. We're here. We're having a good time. I'm just going to...
How's that mix, Dan?
I don't know. I'm going to bring that up a little. The background music benefits from a boost, so we're going to give it a little boost.
What we do around here, folks? It's a Monday night. It's a Monday night. We're out at the bar.
As you may have seen,
Daniel's here.
I mean, shit, we can
look.
play it again just for the sake of...
There's a crowbar.
We got a good old
Well, shit. Why
Canadian club and dry.
Why didn't you say it?
Yeah, there you are. There it is,
And
pal.
you got to get rid of the classics earlier on.
Yeah. That's what
Thank
I
you.
thought. It's a classic. It has to be
Oh, I
gotten
do
to.
love it. I do love a Canadian club.
There's a coaster over there for you.
Oh, thank you.
Coast through this experience together.
Here's to being happy all the time.
Cheers, my friend.
Ah, it's just a classic.
Amazing.
You can't deny it. It's just a classic.
Yeah. It is.
Can I tell you something about for my sins?
Confess.
Yep.
You can always confess to me, pal.
I'm in shackles.
Oh no. Racked by the guilt.
A little bit.
Yeah.
So we were meant to film yesterday. That would be Sunday.
Correct.
And we're filming now. It's Monday. The reason is because I got too drunk on Saturday night. And by the way, not planned.
Oh boy.
Not planned.
Yikes.
I was planning on having a semi-quiet night in. I had just ordered some food with my sister. We were going to have a few drinks. My dad comes back from dinner with my mum and says, look, there's a party going on 2 doors down.
Oh boy.
We got like a little note earlier on in the week saying like, the whole street's welcome. Everyone can come. So I'd had a few drinks by then. I thought, why not? It'll be funny. I went, I came, I saw, I conquered, and in the end, I ended up being
My apologies, Conor.
nothing more. I deserve it, man. I was a drunk mess.
I'm sorry, didn't mean to
No, you're alright.
put Robbie in front of your face. Yeah.
It's not easy, you know.
Carry on, my good friend.
So we went, and it's just so funny, like, because I've lived in the street for like most of my life, and I barely know my neighbors, so I don't know. I like sometimes just experimenting, and I don't mind going to parties with people that I don't know because I find it easier than going to parties with people that I do know,
Sure.
because
That's fair.
I feel inclined to talk to people, which is annoying. Here it's like I have to talk to anybody. I mean, I did talk to a few people, but I'm sure they won't mind me saying this, but like they're obviously like they're just like super rich. So
Okay.
they had this
Nice party.
this table just full of wines and champagne, rosé, everything. A Sauv Blanc,
Oh.
a folie, a deux. And I bought drinks with me. I bought seltzers with me.
Uh-oh.
So I was drinking seltzers, and I had what I had before I left the house, and then I started mixing it with wine and champagne.
Absolute rookie mistake, my friend.
Oh boy, I'm good with like this stuff normally. I don't know what happened that night, but it just went so downhill. Like it just went really downhill really quick. So in the last hour, I started getting hiccups, and they just wouldn't go away. And it wasn't until the party ended. I don't remember leaving, but I mean there's literally a house between us, so it was like so quick to get home. But I got home and I was like, oh, maybe I should eat, but I was so drunk I couldn't walk straight. Like I was just all over the place. I was walking into walls and shit.
I can imagine it. I can see it. I know you when you're like that.
I had to so I lied down on my bed. I'm like, maybe I'll get rid of my hiccups, and it just wouldn't go away. I'm like, okay, maybe if I go upstairs and I eat, it'll go away. And I got up to go to upstairs, and just this like wave of nausea came over me, and I'm walking into walls. I'm like nearly falling over. I'm like, okay, this is a go to bed instant situation, and I was just lying in bed with like my clothes on, and then it happened, baby.
Oh.
You know, I ran to the toilet and I was sick. And I haven't been sick from alcohol in a very, very long time. Very, very long time. Very embarrassing. And it was just the one end, I swear.
Okay.
But man, I felt, it's so funny. This is how drunk I was. Like, after I was sick, I got up and I felt a lot better, and I was able to go to bed and then I had something. Actually, I went and had something to eat. I could eat, but then I still felt drunk.
Doubt that.
No, man, I'm serious.
Oh God.
I still felt drunk.
Dude.
I don't know what was in that wine or that champagne.
That's rough, man.
But
that's tough.
Do you have the video of me playing the drums?
I do. It's set up.
Perfect.
Let's go to react to it.
So this is me.
Oh, thank you.
Nice.
You are learning the buttons.
I'm still learning all the buttons. This is me playing. So there was a band, like a live band set up.
Let me get you bigger.
And I was like, they finished playing, and I went up to the drummer and I was like, hey man, you're dope. Like honestly, really, really talented guy.
Oh, no.
But I was like, look, I haven't played the drums in front of my dad ever. He never got to see me play. I played for like 3 years at school. And I was like, mind if I play? And I'm gonna be honest, I was so much like, I mean, it's been 8 years since I played, to be fair. I thought it'd be like riding a bike, you never forget. But I was trying to do all these like moves, and it just wasn't going so great. This is
your attempt.
This didn't sound too bad, to be fair. That's why I picked this one.
And this was to impress your dad,
who is never impressed by anything I do.
That seems pretty good to me. I mean, shit.
It's a bit out. It's not great.
Let's see again.
See, there it goes. It's just
not bad. Not bad at all.
I'm at this damn party that I didn't know it was even happening. And 2 hours later, I'm like drinking champagne and wine and playing the fucking
It's all
drums.
going crazy.
Like, and get this is nuts, right? My sister came up to me and said, I can't believe it. I just walked into a bedroom downstairs and 2 people are having sex, like 2 old people. The age demographic here was nuts. Like, we were the youngest people there by about 30 years. And I said, you're bullshitting me. And I went over, and she's like, no, seriously, don't. I open it up, and there's this guy in there with this, like, woman.
And how old were they?
I'm not trying to be a stereotype here. She was a lot younger than him, but not, like, she must have been... Maybe she was about late 30s, and he was probably about 65, 70.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh boy, that's a real.
I had to see it for myself, and when I remembered I did that, I was like, oh, that's really weird. But to be fair, they're weird for having sex at a party.
That's a very good counterpoint.
I went upstairs to go use the toilet, and they both came out together. And I was like, oh, either they're doing blow or they're having sex. Or maybe she's blowing him.
Or both, or all three.
All three.
Yeah.
All right. And then I go, an hour later, I open up a door and they're having sex. It's insane. It was
boy.
crazy.
Oh boy.
This was like a, they do this every year. They do like a party, like just for the neighborhood. And we've never gone. And we don't know how much longer we're going to be on that street for. So I think we were kind of just like, let's actually do it for once. Like we'd never gone before.
Yeah.
And you'll be surprised, man. These old people, like they probably would do like. I'm not accusing anyone of doing drugs, but I should probably clarify that because this is going out on the internet. But they definitely were under the covers together doing something.
Okay.
And it just blows my mind. Like you're on the same floor as like 30 guests outside. I don't understand. Like you're gonna get caught. It's almost like they wanted to get caught.
Maybe that was the kick, you know.
I didn't believe my sister until I saw it for myself, and it kind of blew my mind. I was like, "This is insane."
They weren't doing anything illicit, but definitely explicit.
We don't know what was going on. It's hard to explain because I was super
We
drunk
can't
at
say
that
for
point.
sure. We simply
I mean, they were
cannot
under
say
the
for sure.
covers.
Okay, well, that's one.
What else are you doing
Piece
under
of
the
evidence.
covers at a party at like 10 p.m.?
Reading a bedtime story.
Sure. I'm just saying I did catch them together coming out of the toilet. And they didn't say anything about it either. Like when they came out, they didn't acknowledge it. I was like, all right, guys. And they were like, they're just like, and it's like, okay. Like,
It's better, like, down here.
I don't know if you're doing what I think you're doing, but it's a bit, I don't know.
Okay. I mean,
I don't know, man. I'm not.
does old people having sex disgust you, would you say?
No, I just don't.
That's
need to,
good.
I just don't. I know people are like, well, then why'd you open the door? It's because I thought Alicia, my sister, was shitting me.
Just
I
having a
thought-
prank on
She was like, I can't believe it, and I was like,
you. You're not serious.
and I always like, I'm always looking for stuff to bring on the show, and I guess
Little did you know.
I did it for the people. I don't know. I spoke to a woman. Oh man, I spoke to so many people that night, and I spoke to one woman about like just like doing YouTube and stuff, and she was so impressed. It's just nice sometimes to.
You got that recognition.
I feel like this sounds so wanky, but I just feel like sometimes some people just like don't understand like how passionate I am about it. And you do meet those people sometimes who are like, "Wow, I really do feel your passion," and it's nice. And,
Okay, well that's really sweet.
And
I'm glad that you got that.
yeah, it was nice.
We
and I
love
went
you.
home and
You're very special.
threw up everywhere. Nah, I threw up in the toilet. I was fine. But
That does happen.
it wasn't. But I can't remember the last time I was sick through booze. It must have been 2 years. It doesn't happen. It's for me
It's
personally.
been a while.
It doesn't happen.
Yeah. Okay.
I think it's just I was mixing seltzers and hard-rated solo and
It was all getting
wine,
messy.
champagne. Oh my god.
Oh no, that sounds messy. That sounds dangerously messy, frankly, if you ask me.
Well, I live life on the fast lane.
Did you want to?
Sometimes I had too many beers.
Yeah. Sometimes.
Sometimes others did.
Yeah. That's right.
It wasn't others that night. It was me.
So, did you want to talk about Betr in the bar? Actually, that's the perfect place to talk about
Better?
Betr.
Oh, better. Right.
So, we are actually going to be talking about a different Betr man now.
I kind of literally see myself as a big star.
No, not that Betr man.
Who then?
The man who owns Betr.
Isn't that what Hot Tour Girl's on?
Yes!
Okay, I
Betr
do know it. Okay.
is Jake Paul's podcasting network.
Do you want me to turn off the beer music? Or
Yeah, go ahead.
Cool.
And it is run.
Yeah, dude.
It is the same network that runs the Hot Tour podcast. You're right.
What, Talk Tour?
Talk Tour, yeah. Thank
Okay.
you. And Betr is
Put some respect on the name.
so Betr is a sports betting app,
Oh, great.
and let's
Nothing ever goes wrong with them.
yeah, yeah, exactly. Definitely nothing shady is going to happen if you get involved with a sports betting app. Trust me, bro. And so this is Betr's Australian launch.
Oh,
Betr
wow. Okay.
Has finally made it to Australia. And
Wow.
so I thought this would be an interesting segment because Jake Paul is very much known for his persona in America. And I think Betr as an app, but Betr as an app in America has a very specific vibe that they're going for and a specific way of marketing.
Yeah.
And I don't know how much they lean into being like Jake Paul's part of thing, but I think he does sort of promote it. This ad, however, is very, very tailored to the Australian market in a way that I find really funny. And there's kind of a twist at the end that I think you'll see coming, but
do you think it's American actors
viewers
in the
No,
app?
I think this is well, that's a good question, but I think it's probably Australian actors.
Yeah.
But there's a bit of a twist at the end of the ad that I think you'll see coming, but the international viewers may not understand, and we'll explain as we get to the end of the clip.
I haven't seen this, so cool.
Let's do this.
If you love sport, the sound of the opening siren, the smell of the turf, the sight of the crowd rising to their feet, and the way it makes you feel alive when the result is on the line.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Then you'll love the new Betr app. It's the fastest and easiest betting app in Australia. That's Betr.
What are you really gambling with?
Right, yeah. That's legally they have to do that, don't they?
Yeah, so in Australia, legally, as a matter of regulation, they have to put this, not specifically this one, although this is what I find interesting, right? So the other two versions of this ad are basically just the same, but slightly shorter. We can play them now. This is the short version, and we can just basically play it.
This Melbourne.
If you love racing, the sound of the barriers, the smell of the turf, the sight of the crowd rising as they turn for home, then you'll love the new Betr app.
So what's this?
What a weird pivot! Like
what's this got to do with podcasts?
That I don't really understand. And I was wondering, when the Betr app arrives in Australia, is it launching with the Talk Tour podcast on the app?
Maybe it's just a sponsor.
Do Australia get... No, I'm pretty sure it's the Betr podcasting network that Talk Tour is on.
Well, we have the Optus Stadium. Doesn't mean they control any of it.
I don't know. Betr seems to be involved in sports gambling. That's the main thing. And we have a lot of sports gambling websites and apps here in Australia already. Yeah. It's quite an established market. So maybe that's why they took longer to launch here, because we have a lot of competition in that space, which is obviously why they, have those like regulations, that you have to put at the end of the ad. But yeah, I think Betr in the Australian context is probably just going to be a sports betting app. Maybe it'll like promote or sponsor podcasts. If we took sponsors, this is the kind of app that would come to us.
Didn't you say we're not doing that, Dan?
No, I'm not going to, but I'm saying
that
they
was
would
from the
reach,
horse's mouth.
They
you
would
said
reach
you
out.
weren't doing it.
And you know why?
What's
It's because the
going on?
people that would reach out to us is fuckers like these sports betting apps. I don't want to advertise that shit.
That's okay. Can I just say, I'm going to get so much shit for this. I don't care, all right? I'm gonna. People hate our show for some reason. I don't know why. It hurts my feelings. But this is so scummy. Fuck, this is scum of the earth. You can't deny it.
Oh, just
It's
like
to make
sports
money
betting
and,
as a business.
There's nothing wrong with betting. It's like there's nothing wrong with maybe like
there's something crazy about putting it on your phone as well, like always with you permanently.
Yes.
At least the blokes who are addicted to gambling, doing the pokies or the horses at the races, they have to physically go. But like now it's like portable, gambling addiction everywhere you go.
That's the thing. It's like there's no way to butter this. It's just bad. Like it's just
basically just bad.
I know everyone has their vices. Like hell, I have my vices too. But it's like
well, thankfully,
everything in moderation's okay. But this is just like so shady and
so outrageous.
Are you really going to trust that fuck Jake Paul?
Yeah,
why would you trust him?
I trust that guy to with my money when I'm wanting to bet on sports. Like, come on, guys.
What a scummy thing to do.
Thankfully, the Australian government does steer the end of this ad in a certain direction.
That's Betr.
What are you really gambling with?
I just,
They
love the
play
way.
it on the radio as well. Those.
Yeah, and it has to have that on the end of a radio ad too. It has to say. So, okay, what I noticed, there's a couple of different versions of the end screen. I think one of them is, what are you gambling with? There's one that's like, what is it really worth or something. There's one that's like, you always lose eventually or something like that.
Yes.
But I noticed that all of these Betr ads have this same one. So I think they looked at all of the different potential end screens and they were like, this is the one that's like the least jarring. So we're going to use this one. Just a theory.
Yeah. I've never really been a big gambler because I think I learned very quickly I'm not very good at it. So
you can't be persuaded by one final advert.
I doubt it, but fire away.
If you love sport, the sound of the siren, the smell of the turf and the way it makes you feel alive when the result's on the line, then you'll love the new Betr app. That's
right. So
better.
that's
What
a
are you really
shorter
gambling
version
with?
of the-
Yeah.
Okay. Well, great, Jake. You're such an inspiration to us
I
all.
think, part of what actually kind of I don't like about it too is it's leaning super hard into like way of life shit. Like, you know, and it's almost implying that like sports gambling is just another pillar in like Australian public life. It's like, my God, guys.
You can love sport without betting, you know?
Absolutely. And a lot of the other sports betting apps, you know, if Betr wants any tips, a lot of the other sports betting apps, they advertise that the fact they have like a community where other punters can
you can like
talk to each other.
with your mates and
that
bet on the same
that
things.
doesn't seem to be here, at least on launch, but
It's terrible.
it is terrible. But that's the thing, they make it like this weird social thing. Let's all get addicted to gambling together. It's crazy, man. It's fucking wild.
All right, everyone has their advice. It's like if you like you're on a night out and you happen to have a few ciggies, I don't know. It's like that's all right, but as long as you're not like smoking every day, I suppose it's not bad. You know, it's that kind of thing. It's like if you're betting once in a blue moon.
Oh no, I'm sure that there are people who do like a little bit of
Well, that's that saying. It's like
casual, friendly sports betting.
bet how much you're like willing to lose.
Sure, I think that's fair.
I haven't gambled since I went to the Crown Casino in Perth and I got $100 bonus and I just spunked it all. Like it was gone in like 5 minutes. I was like, well, that's just stupid.
Oof,
I haven't been back since. I'm just not a good gambler.
That's the thing too. It's like you can go to the casino, you're allowed to go have a good time, and if that's, I guess, how you do it with the sports betting on the app. But I don't like that it's
odd, yeah.
It's very much reliant. Like you think about an app's point is to have like daily users and all this stuff. Like their business model, the point of their existence is to get people coming back and like repeatedly gambling on these fucking
Jake be like
AFL games, man.
Yeah, they should have done a Mike Tyson Jake Paul fight.
That's what I also thought it was funny. Like
the fight.
They're not leaning into Jake's association. I thought they would use him maybe as a spokesperson.
Did he create it or did he?
He owns it.
He owns it, right?
But I don't know. He might not have created
What a
it. He might
scumbag!
have.
Could he make himself any worse?
No, I guess
I know
not.
people.
He saw Logan doing lunch lane. He was like, "Let me fucking take you on."
Those Paul brothers are the biggest scumbags in there. I know people are gonna get so mad saying that because like
they're having a worse guy
defend
off.
gambling so much, but it's like I don't know. It's just you got to ask yourself: these people who are running this shit, like, what are their? They don't give a shit about you. They just want to
look. When we're talking about gambling, like, there's no hate or no shame on people who gamble or even people who are gambling addicts. The hate is to the people that are like willingly and happily profiting off of an industry that is literally built on people's addictions and in a lot of cases people ruining their lives. Like that's the business model. Is like if our customers ruin their lives enough, maybe they'll invest their mortgage into our bank gambling app, you know?
I've considered
crazy.
Like because the only sport I watch is cricket and I have sometimes considered doing it, but I think what I don't want to take away is I don't want each game to be like, oh, this could be a way for me to win money. You know, I don't. It's
Sure.
like, will that take away the fun of me?
Yeah, exactly.
Enjoying the only sport I watch, like, will that take away the fun if I'd
If
be
you don't-
watching the whole game, like, And if they're losing, I'll be getting like angry and upset because I'm losing money. And then it's like, and if they win, it's like, it gives you that high of like, well, this is great. I can do this every time. And it's like, it doesn't happen every time. And I don't know. It's just not a path I want to go down personally.
No, it's a slippery slope. And I guess that's why it's so dangerous, you know. And that's why it sucks to profit
And of
off
course,
of it.
that's why Jake Paul is a part of it.
Yeah.
It all makes sense now, folks.
What else? How else was it going to go, folks?
What a scumbag, honestly.
Yeah, fuck that guy.
I've never liked those guys. They're just
The
really,
Pauls.
Yeah, the Pauls. I mean, they're just such.
Sorry
they're
to
just
the Pauls.
such losers, bro. Like, who likes these clowns? They
Do not
suck.
come.
I won't, Kamala.
That's me too. The
Kamala,
Pauls.
Kamala.
Kamala?
Is it Kamala or Kamala?
Kind of a mix. Kamala? Yeah.
Kamala. Okay.
Yeah.
Kamala Harris. I know we've got a lot of American viewers.
Yeah. Maybe
Jimbo.
y'all can explain it to us.
Yeah, Jimmy.
How to pronounce it.
Fuck Jimmy. Fuck Dre. Fuck you.
Hey, easy with that shit.
Hey, I tell Jimmy.
Jimmy, I love you so much.
Yeah, I tell Jimmy that every day. I showed Jimmy our views, and I was like, "Come back on, homie. We're doing good." Watch this one get 0 views.
I have more faith, my friend.
No, I do.
You know, anything could happen.
I make a joke, and it's a fucking lead balloon. Dan makes a joke insulting me, and we just move on.
Hey, man, like we're doing it on the fly. We're figuring this out. It's not always perfect.
I'm a believer.
Not always perfect.
I couldn't leave her if I tried. You want to talk about The Walking Dead?
Carol or Daryl? Yes, I do.
I was saying to you at the Rocks the other day, like, only The Walking Dead could, like, this is the day and age we're living in, right? Where a first series of a TV show can be called Daryl Dixon, and the second series can be called Daryl Dixon, The Book of Carol.
Yeah, that does
And it's the
boggle the
same
mind
show.
a little bit.
So it's like series 1 is called Daryl.
Well, and both shows are, I guess, of the same show, but also a Walking Dead spin-off. Like, it's not even like its own original show.
No.
So it's like a spin-off of a spin-off.
No.
It is pretty
I think
outrageous.
it's there to make money. What's series 3 going to be called?
Hmm.
Daryl Dixon, The Book of Carol, featuring Stephen Merchant.
Yeah, well, it's got to be another name that rhymes with Daryl and Carol, you know?
Yeah, to be fair, it does rhyme.
That if they lose the rhyming, they've got nothing, you know?
I enjoyed I'm an idiot, I'll admit it, but I do kind of keep up with these Walking Dead shows purely just for a bit of like background viewing after a long day on the site.
Yeah.
So, and I'll say this, I really enjoyed the first series of Daryl. I think I actually generally enjoyed it, and I would consider kind of explaining it as like kind of the Andor of the Walking Dead shows, because all the rest I feel like are absolute
I don't
horseshit.
actually have anything to...
Yeah, I didn't think you had.
This is just a talk.
No, I didn't. There's nothing really to show, but it started up last week, and there's a new episode out tonight, which honestly I might watch. I don't know. We'll see.
I haven't started yet, but I will watch this season.
You're gonna watch it?
Yeah, I watched the first season of Daryl Wait, is it the Book of Daryl? The first season?
It's just called Daryl Dixon.
So out of the second season of Daryl Dixon, the book of Carol.
But you know, there's the Book of Boba Fett.
So what is it? A copy of that?
It just is. They're not even trying anymore. I was severely disappointed by.
I heard the first episode was pretty janky.
It sucked,
and it's already renewed for a third season, which I find very bizarre.
They must have done 2 and 3 at the same time.
Okay, yeah, maybe they shot them together.
These shows, like, it's like try to make a good show challenge. It's just I don't understand.
Impossible.
Yeah, impossible. Not clickbait. I just don't understand, like, these shows. They just don't. I watched The Ones Who Live, which is the long-awaited Rick show.
Try not to cringe, impossible!
Yeah, it was kind of like that. God, it sucked. How did they mess it up? I don't know how. They just did.
So
do you ever wonder, like, how do these fuckers just like do such a bad job? It's like this is your job. You're getting paid to do this, and it's like.
And this is what
any Reddit forum would have told you that this is wrong. I know that meme was like written by Reddit, written and directed by Reddit.
Well,
but it's like you should listen to the fans. They're the ones who tune in. It's just so dumb.
I mean, I
try not to cringe impossible.
I don't want to be.
I need that.
I don't want to be cringe myself when I say this because it's going to sound like I'm sitting on the fence a little bit.
Uh-oh.
But I think
always critical over here.
Sorry, I think there's kind of a middle ground where it's like I get that argument that if something's going to just make the people who are left watching the show angry, then why do it? Like that's so silly. But I also get the argument that to a certain degree, you want the creative people behind the show to, do things inventive and not just only make a version of the show that they think would, please the generic audience of fans. Like, I think you have to have creatives have enough freedom to like play around and do something a bit wacky and weird. But I don't know. Because did you see the studios are gonna start assembling a group of like super fans of the show, basically Redditors. No, I'm serious. Yeah, I'll try and get this up. I'll see if I can.
Hey, get me on there. I wouldn't say I'm a super fan. I guess I do watch all the shows.
I don't know how to find.
I'm certainly vocal about how.
Okay, movies, fans. Let's see if I can find this article.
I should rephrase my comment. I'm not saying they should do everything that the fans want them to do, but it's like, I think we've tried to give them enough opportunities to do what they want to do, and it just doesn't work. I guess
it don't be working.
I think I said what happened in the first episode of series 2, but it was just so stupid. It logically doesn't make sense. I'm not a pilot, but I'm pretty sure
and
it just doesn't make sense.
It just doesn't really fit.
No, in my opinion. Oh my god! And it got only I think 400,000 people tuned into it, which is like, this is the show that.
Oh wow! Yeah, so it's not even doing
Wasn't it 16 million people who tuned into No Sanctuary, which was the series 6 premiere?
Well, and yeah, you would think that it would get more traction. Being a Walking Dead show.
Try not to cringe impossible.
So, okay, let's see if we can have a look at this article, which I didn't even really mean to bring up, but hey, while we're here,
I'm glad you did. D.
It says, okay, wait, let me.
I how they have Rhaenyra in the middle, just smooching.
I'm gonna zoom in a little. Get things nice and big for us. Oh, amazing.
So what shows are there? There's The Boys. There's Captain Marvel.
Oh yeah, this is graphic. This is the graphic designer.
Is that Bridgerton?
This is obviously whatever this graphic designer thought would be a funny way to portray.
Is that Bridgerton?
Toxic fan bases.
I think that was the Arcole.
So it says studio marketing executives who talked with Variety agreed that the best defense against toxic fans is to avoid provoking them in the first place. In addition to standard focus group testing, studios will assemble a specialized cluster of superfans to assess possible marketing materials for a major franchise project. The team of Reddit is being assembled.
I did see that actually, yeah. That's where the written and directed by Reddit came from.
Yeah.
And allow me to rephrase. I'm not saying that this should happen. Most shows do good. But it's just I don't like to talk about Doctor Who too much on this show because, I talk about it
Doctor Who
on my other show. But it's I think that's a great example of there's just so many things on that show where I'm like, what were they thinking? I don't understand. Who thought this was a good idea? And I have that with the Walking Dead universe all the time. I don't understand. I mean, people are complaining about the Doctor Who ratings being I only had a couple million people watching it. If the Walking Dead spin-offs are getting on terrestrial I think just over 500,000 views, maybe just under, I can't remember. And it's maybe they're getting
that's
quite a bit on AMC Plus. But it's should we be worried about Doctor Who being cancelled when...
That's worse than the Talk Tour podcast.
Yeah, it's doing quite well, actually, for now. Better than this show, unfortunately. I hate to say it, folks.
The Book of Talk Tour.
Isn't she getting a TV show?
Yeah, it'll probably do better than 500K viewers. I mean, let's be real.
I'm just like, you had the chance to just do something cool, and
they don't.
And you don't. So,
well, if I can say something that's a little random,
please.
I don't really know why. I finished the God of War game that I've been playing.
Thank you, Dan.
And I started a Resident Evil game, one that came out for the PS5. And that's like a zombie game. And it's funny because in the first like 10 minutes, I was fighting a zombie and I got bit on the neck. My character got bit on the neck. And she just like pushes him off and keeps fighting. And I was like, okay, so in this game, you can just get bit and it's like a flesh wound. And it's just like, you got a bit
start turning slowly.
Maybe, I don't know. I haven't got that far in the game, so maybe, who knows? But I got bit literally the first time I saw a zombie. I got bit, so I'm assuming it doesn't kill you.
I hope Dan.
But I was thinking about it. I was like, the point. Thank you, Donald. The point is that sometimes you just got to do what's fun, and like in a video game, if it's fun that you can just get bit and it's just like a way of taking damage and you can keep playing, then you do that. And in a show like this, like just make it fun, man. You're in your, 10th, nearly 15th fucking year of a franchise, of a television franchise, and you haven't figured out that when you put out TV episodes, they should just be fun zombie entertainment to watch? Come on!
The issue is, it's like, there was like a scene in the first episode where Carol was like wrestling a zombie after she had a car crash, and it's like, we know she's going to be in the whole series.
There's
how many times
her name's in the damn exactly. It's her book.
It's the book.
It can't
of Carol.
end on this fucking first chapter.
It's like, oh my! It's like, why are we spending so much time with her like wrestling a zombie when we know she's going to be fine? We know that.
Yeah.
And it's like, there's a series 3 for Christ's sake. What's the BFD? Huh?
Well,
huh?
Do something interesting.
Can you ask me that?
Let us have fun. Let the show be fun again, god damn it.
Make The Walking Dead great again.
Do you understand that, folks?
Make The Walking Dead great again. Don't make me say it a third time. Make The Walking Dead great again. All right, you want to do this final tackle treat?
Oh, Christ.
It might be pretty gnarly.
Yeah, I do.
We love you. You're very special.
That's why we do this.
Well, it's
for you
Halloween,
folks.
so I thought I'd bring a bit of candy.
All right.
A bit of candy.
You want the intro?
Do I ever?
You gnarly fuck.
Beg your pardon? It's hostility today.
Sorry, I don't know where that came from.
That's okay.
That was an outrageous thing for me to do, but all
right. You learn the buttons before you get fucking.
Yeah, I should learn the buttons before I come after you.
We need that soundbite. Like I need a fucking.
Like you need a tackle treat.
Yeah, there you go.
Hey. The Warheads.
These might be new Warheads because I couldn't find them online.
Mm-hmm.
But they're like, I don't know. What would you?
Oh,
they're just like hard. They're like hard candies.
Okay.
So
can I see that?
Of course.
Wow. Let's hold this
I grabbed the green apple.
What does it say? Colossal sours.
Yeah, so it's colossal. So I assume.
Fuck. That was my thumbnail face.
Oh fuck. I assume they're worse than the the small ones, the classic ones, the classic Warheads.
Mm-hmm.
I assume they're worse. I don't know. I got a whole pack of them for work. It's like it came with a mixture of
work.
Well, yeah, just like to have on the site so you can.
It helps you get through the day or something. I mean, what?
Well, because I've been like...
Guys got to have a coffee break and a smoko and you have a fucking Warhead?
I'll tell you why I got them, because I'm trying to... since I got back from Adelaide, I've been eating healthy, and I have a massive sweet tooth.
What?
So to stop myself from wanting to, like, eat, like, shit, I bought these, so, like, whenever I get a sweet tooth, I have, like, a Warhead.
Okay.
And that'll put me off wanting something.
Okay.
Because it's too sour. So I don't know if these are like a lot more sour than the other ones, or was that stupid?
No.
I don't know. Maybe if you're trying to lose some weight at home as well, try that. I don't know. That's just how I mean,
I'm not sure how much it would help with the weight thing.
Well, you know what I mean? Like you try this and you don't want to eat anything sweet for like 10, 15, 40 minutes. I don't know.
It breaks the craving. I get that.
Exactly.
Okay.
All right. So
fuck. Sorry.
This might This might affect me a little
damn
bit
it.
worse than you because I've already I haven't tried.
I'm sweating already just at the thought of it.
I haven't tried these yet. I have tried like the small ones. You know what I say when I say the small ones, the classic Warheads. So I've had a few of them, so my tongue's a bit sensitive, so it might affect me more than you.
It honestly looks like you know when you go to Catholic mass or whatever. Yeah,
the wafers. Yeah,
it looks like we're doing like we're almost worshipping the sour in this moment. You know?
It might be alright. Who knows?
The spicy,
was it
the sour.
I couldn't find these online, so it
body
might
of
be new.
Christ.
Colossal
Sour.
sours.
Yeah, that's what it said on the bag.
You ready to try it?
Yeah, I'm getting the
You look
outro
quite
ready
happy
in
about
case we need to end the show quickly.
Oh, for fuck! What do you mean?
I don't know.
Are you kidding me?
I can't know if you can see, folks, but I'm already like sweating just at the idea.
It's a fucking candy.
Sours can get me crazy, man.
It's
I don't know what to tell
I bought
you.
at fucking Coles Express.
I don't know what to tell you. By the way, for tack or treat segments, it's the SpongeBob vibe. So we're gonna have the fish.
Thank you. Just get out of the way. It'll be fine. All right, let's go.
How?
All right, so far it's fine.
We'll have to buy it. Yeah. Okay.
They're eating. They're eating. They're eating. They're eating.
Okay.
The ones I have in the car are terrible.
Okay.
Like really bad. Like
Oh, that's very bearable. Yeah, that's very bearable.
They're eating. They're eating.
That's nothing compared to the ones in the car. All right.
Okay. Whew. Now I'm calming down.
I'll bring them next time.
My God.
So you
They
have to
call
do a
them
proper
dumps,
warhead.
big,
Oh, these are fine.
massive dumps.
Wow, that was very bearable. Yeah.
I thought they were gonna be like worse. That's why I bought it in.
I thought I was going to be running off the set with.
Well, maybe you will be next time. Those ones I tried in the car.
Do you think maybe it'll be worse coming out or what?
I reckon it's like spice.
I hope Dan is going to be okay.
Seriously, like I had like 3 of those today. Like not these ones, the other ones, like the main Warheads. My tongue was so bad, like
Yeah.
it like it's just so acidic.
They can like get to you. Ah.
Yeah.
Blech.
That.
Blech.
What's that from?
Krabs does that in
That's it.
in an episode of SpongeBob. Blech.
That's how do I know that Eugene Krabs moment?
That weirdly specific vocal stim. We got it, folks. Blech.
How do I know that? That's so ridiculous.
Well, hey, I mean that's pretty much all we got. You reckon? What do you think?
Yeah.
Wow. Shit. Well, thanks, folks.
It was a bit miscellaneous, but we got there in the end.
It was miscellaneous. Some would definitely call it that.
We came, we saw, we conquered.
Yes, we did. Yes, indeed, we did.
God bless.
God bless to all the folks at home.
And to all a good night.
Let's give some lovely little outro sounds. Thank you. That's for you, folks.
Yeah.
You absolute sweethearts.
Thanks
That'll be us for today. Got that intro coming.
And we'll see you
Feel that?
Feel the views, my friend.
when I hope so.
Let them come over you.
Sorry.
Yeah.